Adrien's Trenchcoat, a Miraculous Ladybug fanfiction written and narrated by Mira Rose as a birthday present to the Leon Cole, our blessed community baby, although, depending on who you ask, he may be 7 years old. Or, depending on who you ask, he might be turning 17. Anyway, happy birthday, Leon. Please enjoy Adrien's Trenchcoat. Adrien aggressed, running his wife's errands.
Hey, Leon, any specials today?
Adrien swung open the door to the cheese store without regard to any customers inside. He had gone here enough times and enough years to know nobody would be here. Leon kept baker's hours for some forsaken reason, but that only benefited him. Surely this would become an asset when he and Marinette finally had children. Rather, when he and Marinette had an infant. Or multiple infants. He wouldn't mind a baseball team of mini agrests.
It's my birthday,
the Dutchman called back.
Happy birthday. Thanks. Got anything planned? A scavenger hunt. A scavenger hunt? Yeah, winner gets this prize basket.
Adrien heard Plagg gasp as Leon held up an assortment of cheeses, many of which were the Kwame's favorite.
A prize basket, you say? It's like being a detective for the day. Makes me wish I had a trench coat, Adrien joked.
Leon paused, staring at the ground before looking up at him.
I've got one, if you'd like. Wait, really? Yeah, I can loan it out to you with the instructions. It sounds great, man. Anytime.
Adrien felt his childhood whims stir as he slipped on the trench coat, a folded paper of instructions in his pocket. A scavenger hunt featuring cheese? Sign him up! Marinette would love the deduction to the cheese budget this would give them. Granted, if they'd let Plagg just have it, not a euro would be saved from the bottomless pit. Okay, first clue is the birth of Miraculous Ladybug? Adrien thought it over for a moment, wondering if it meant a trip to the museum, but then remembered the stadium. Of course! That's where he and Ladybug first purified Nakuma! No one knew superhero trivia better than he did. He hopped onto the subway and was there in no time at all, scouring the field until he found the cheese stall used during sporting events. Sure enough, a basket with the little paper clues sat in front of the closed sign. Perfect. He opened one, excited for the next adventure. If there were that many clues, then he had nothing to worry about when it came to competition. Okay, next. Ladybug Gossip Headquarters? Pfft, easy. The Lady Blog.
Hey, Alia?
Adrien said into his phone, hitting the call button before the device had enough time to catch up with him. What up, my dude? Her voice echoed.
You don't happen to be working with a cheese store today, do you?
Ooh, that was quick. He heard her shuffle papers in the background. But unfortunately for you, you have to come into the brick and mortar yourself, bud.
Oh, come on, please.
Listen, as much as I'd like to wrangle you into free childcare in exchange for a hint, I'm not going to.
Like I don't want your toddler for free already.
See you at the office, Alia sang, hanging up before he could get another word in. Great. Hopping back onto the subway, Adrien found himself in front of the Lady Blog headquarters, which, to be blunt, was a 10-square-meter apartment doubling as an office. The downside of it being in an office building was that the main entrance was locked and he had to be buzzed in. Kicking at the doorframe, Adrien let out some choice words as he texted Alia to open the door, as she'd clearly decided to avoid his buzzes. Do you need something, sir? Adrien turned around to see a police officer, standing with her arms crossed.
No, ma'am.
he said, weakly raising a hand to wave hello. What are you doing here? Adrien looked down at the trench coat he wore, legs bare as the peacoat buttons covered up his shorts, then backed up. He meant to say scavenger hunt, but cat brain took over, leaving him with skittish energy. The officer sighed, pulling out her notebook. What's your name, sir? Adrien. Got a last name? Agrest? The officer looked up, giving him a once-over before sighing. Got any ID? Adrien reached into the trench coat, only to realize his wallet was in his jacket back at the cheese store. No? Alright, sir, I'm gonna need you to turn around. Huh? Turn around, arms out to the side like an airplane. What? After 2 nearly traumatic hours later, Adrien showed up to Leon's cheese store in a huff, hoping to find out if someone already claimed the cheese basket. Unfortunately, and much to Leon's dismay, someone had. You all right there? Leon asked as Adrien stumbled in. They didn't believe me. Adrien sighed. Who? Someone with the clues? No, the cops. I told them who I was, and they thought I was lying. He could tell Leon tried not to laugh. I guess they stopped me for looking suspicious at first, and then thought I was trying to pass off as a celebrity. Well, can't say I blame them. Leon gestured to the trench coat. Hey man, this trench coat is cool, and you know it. You don't think it looks suspicious? What? No! Tell you what, if you really like it that much, you can keep it. Really? He'd never tell Plag, but this was much better than a cheese basket. Just don't tell your wife it's from me. Who, Marinette? Psh, she won't mind. She'll love it. Knowing his wife would be wondering where he was, Adrien made an extra-large cheese purchase and went on his way, still wearing his now-beloved trench coat. It might be Leon's birthday, but he was the one getting presents. Ah, yes. Today was just another good day that started at the cheese store. Thank you so much for listening. This is a birthday present for Leon. But bonus points if you recognized what the trench coat reference is from. It does make another appearance in the 3-part series Something There, which is about Tiki and Plag's relationship as Adrien and Marinette are married. Now then, if you are still listening, comment trench coat or cheese store, whichever you'd prefer, in the comment section, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!